certain policies that the president has put forward, one being a very famous one on tariffs, especially on China. What would the ripple effect be if there was a pronouncement from the administration that we were able to implement large-scale tariffs across the board? Because right now, the way that he has sold it to his supporters and voters is that this will penalize other countries, it will make things more expensive for them.
Yeah. It's really important to step back and define the way Trump thinks about tariffs and the way the Biden administration thought about them, the way that they can be thought about. Trump is using a very gilded age approach to tariffs. It's about protectionism, it's about defense, it's about penalizing others, it's about using the consumer market as kind of a bargaining chit, which I expect that he will do. We will hear a lot about that. If a country's not doing what he wants, you may see tariffs pulled out as a threat. That's a very different way of thinking about a tariff than, say, a one-off measure to correct against anti-competitive practices on the part of China, let's say for dumping steel or for dumping electric vehicles below price into a market. That's a way of protecting U.S. workers. I think what Trump is going to do is not what he said he's going to do, which is put 60% tariffs on China across the board and 20% on other allies, because that would actually probably crash the U.S. stock market and potentially weaken the dollar. I think that what he's going to do is use tariffs as a bargaining tool in a very political way. That will create a lot of uncertainty in the market, and to the extent that they're used in any broad-based way, because there's no real industrial strategy to go along with it, you would probably see that as an inflationary tax on the U.S. people.
Speaking of taxes, what if the Trump administration is likely to be successful at this point, if they have control of Congress, continues to roll back taxes? What does that do to, I guess, just the basic budget math of the country?
Well, it's kind of classic Republican economics, trickle-down economics 101, right? I mean, Reagan did this in the second term, you roll back taxes, but you don't cut spending, and so guess what? Debt and deficit goes up. The reason that it's such a problem at the moment is that, for starters, post-COVID, all countries, rich countries in particular, have had rising debt and deficit levels. The U.S. particularly so. This is coming at a time when there's been somewhat of a pullback from the U.S. dollar.